Can I break these? Eh. Oh, there is something in... 2? It does just max out at 99. Oh no, it doesn't. Wait. What? So if I already use one... Okay. So it just says 99, even though it maxes out higher. Refuge. Should I swap weapon for a while? Should I try? I mean, my damage goes down only by a little bit, to be honest. But I have such high impact. Oh, it's so slow. Oh, look at that, it's so slow. But it'll knock everything down, I think. Okay, that's so weird. There's so much stuff in here. Locked. Oh god, it's so slow. Combat's not gonna be... We're not gonna be used to combat. A page from a Patriot's diary. The time has come for what is sure to be a decisive battle. Hardened by the weeks spent in the underground, we are now ready to defend Montmartre, our last stronghold. It will be us or the machine that decimated our ranks. We have chosen the battlefield for our fight. Despite their dwindling numbers, the First Company is already hard at work, sabotaging the floor of the Great Cavern. It is up to us, whom fate has chosen to carry out this most perilous mission, to lure the enemy there and trap it. There is not a dreamer among us who hopes to survive this battle, but we go to our deaths with hearts bursting with love for our nation. The King of the French. Isn't the king... Is this a different king? Isn't the king the one that's kind of controlling everything? Or at least issuing the orders? I know Cagliostro's the one that controls everything, right? But...
Look at them, parading around like peacocks. These scoundrels, rotten to their very core. See how they proudly display their vices and shameful privileges, tirelessly working to drag morality through the mud, trampling love itself.
The Queen is said to have read your liaison before her husband banned it. It's hilarious, isn't it?
I'm not surprised. No matter how hard I worked to denounce their immoral practices, the aristocrats saw my novel as nothing more than a light-hearted bit of fluff. How naive I was to imagine that my pen could slice away the gangrene of their debauchery.
Well, fortunately, you have more than one string to your bow, mon capitaine.
You got a hole in your wall. There... That's outside. Why is it so dark in here? Smuggler's hat. Not really dying by elemental damage a lot of the time. Most of the time it's just physical damage. That's why I'm wearing this heavy armor.
Monsieur Marat. Huh? Hey? Who goes there? La diable, je m'attendais. So this is the famous Huntress Diana I've heard so much about. Truly.
What?
'Tis an honor, madame.
It's a
Now let me have a look at you.
It's a new name.
Oh, oui. You're just as they described. An angel of death, descended from the heavens to vanquish the clockwork tyrant.
Who depicted me this way, monsieur?
Mes compagnons, madame. Chief among them is Monsieur Chaudelot de Leclos. They have observed you dispensing justice all over the city. A most expeditious justice at that, as befits the crimes committed by our good king. What a strange machine you are. Gifted with intelligence, clearly, but also with speech and the freedom to do as you please. Cependant, you are still an automat. Who is your master?
What's that? Who's that? Queen.
It was on the Queen's orders that I came to Paris.
The poor thing. To what new level of desperation has her husband's madness driven her? Does she finally intend to leave this kingdom, where she should never have set her dainty little feet?
No, monsieur. She means to put an end to her husband's madness.
What, with you? You in what army? That's quite amusing, you must admit.
And you, Monsieur Marat? Who is your master?
I serve not a master, but a cause. That of the Duc d'Orléans. His cousin the king has no place on that throne, and nor does his wretched dynasty. The Bourbons, along with their wars, their crimes, and their vices, are finished. It's high time their scepter be passed to an enlightened, just monarch. One who is sympathetic to the people's sufferings. But now that I think about it, madame, look at us. We've been standing around chatting like old friends for several minutes, and I still don't know to what I owe the pleasure of your visit.
I must go to the Bastille, where Monsieur de Vaucanson is imprisoned.
Oui. Such a sad fate for a king's lackey. And what do you want with your creator? This man whose blood-stained hands built the army that's currently setting Paris ablaze.
What Vaucanson has done, only Vaucanson can undo.
Fair enough. Alas, while I come and go as I please through these tunnels, it is impossible to enter the fortress.
Impossible, dites-vous?
A sanguinary automat is spreading death and terror in the depths of this quarry. At the cost of their lives, my comrades were able to sabotage the floor of the cave to limit its movements. Nevertheless, it stands between you and the tunnel that leads to the Quartier du Temple. And that's the only way to reach the Bastille.
And yet that's exactly what I intend to do, Monsieur Marat.
À votre guise. I shall not attempt to dissuade you. There is one small thing, though. I had to disable the mobile walkways to protect myself from the automats. But since you managed to come here, I assume you already know a lot about these devices.
Indeed.
Here. This would allow you to reach the lower tunnels.
You give me a lever. Pamphlet denouncing Lafayette. Yeah, I'm not gonna read this. Why is this so long? Is that the end? Nope, there's more. Okay, this is scrolling too slowly for me. Where is it? This one? No. No. Where is it? This one. Oh, I was almost done. Okay. denouncing Marabou. Oh, yeah, okay. Anything else to tell me?
Have you fixed the walkway?
I am working on it, Monsieur Marat.
That's the only way to reach the lower tunnels. The mechanism is on this level, near the walkway.
Who laid on this blood-stained mattress?
Oh, it's a strange story. I suppose you heard about what happened in Place Dauphine?
Indeed.
I did?
I went there.
Well, we took in one of the survivors of the massacre. The only survivor, it seems. Despite his serious injuries, he was particularly talkative.
What did he tell you?
He kept saying that Lafayette was a traitor in the king's pay. That the flaxen-haired hero had deliberately handed his brand new National Guard over to the Automats.
What evidence did your guest have?
Nothing substantial, unfortunately. It was based on a simple rumor that was circulating in the camp shortly before the Royal Army attacked. It would appear that several volunteers carried a yellow cartridge in their cartridge pouches. Most likely a subtle way for the conspirators to recognize each other. The subsequent disaster would tend to confirm this hypothesis. Vous ne croyez pas?
These are suspicions. Nothing more.
Right you are. Oh, if only I had proof of this conspiracy. Then I'd be able to scutter the ambitions of that cur Lafayette for good. The would-be dictator's plans would be foiled.
I must get to the bottom of this urgently.
Very well. I encourage you to do so. But remember that the Marquis could not have acted alone. If you can't find anything implicating him, look into the members of his staff. Start in Place Dauphine, where those brigands sullied the ground with their boots.
Monsieur Marat, did you take part in an operation that aimed to kidnap the Dauphin and his sister Charlotte?
Me take part in an operation? Nonsense. My only weapon is my pen, and I have sharpened it, believe you me. That said, we did receive some information concerning the children. Unfortunately, I'm sworn to secrecy. If such an operation did indeed take place, Monsieur de Leclos would have been the one behind it. Alas, I fear that he is no longer of this world. There is little doubt that he and his men fell in the galleries.
Dites-moi, Monsieur Marat, what exactly are you doing hiding in a quarry?
I've made a lot of enemies. In my publications, I have always denounced the corrupt, and those who corrupt them. These vampires who cheat the weak and bleed the nation dry. Chief among them? That crook, Lafayette. That Tren Sabre. A career soldier who thinks he's Caesar. Not content to maintain an army of rats, this Blondin has all the Châtelet's judges in his pocket. It seems my prose upset him, as he swore to hunt me down. If I hadn't fled, I'd have been done for, there's no doubt about that.
Who are your compagnons?
Patriots who come and go in the quarries throughout the city, under the command of Monsieur Leclos. Alas, there are few left. And I wager that it won't be long before the machines that have taken over our hiding place find me. My hours are numbered. Mais vous-même, have you found any companions for yourself?
Members and supporters of the Third Estate have gathered at the Cordelier Convent.
Would you be so kind as to name them?
In addition to Monsieur de Robespierre, the Comte de Mirabeau is there.
Le Flambeau de Provence. An artful chameleon who skillfully dons every color of the rainbow.
The Marquis de Lafayette, Monseigneur de...
Say no more. They're just the privileged class celebrating the marriage of cowardice and treason. With adversaries like them, the king is sure to triumph.
Who are your compagnons?
Patriots who... Alas, there are... My hours are numbered.
I'm not certain, monsieur.
It's as if all the patriots in the kingdom have already perished. I'm afraid we don't have a chance.
Who is Monsieur de Leclos?
A brilliant writer whose pen has shaken the old world, but is also an experienced military engineer who has sworn his sword to our common cause. To his great misfortune, it would appear. There is little doubt that he died leading his men through the tunnels.
So, where am I going? That way.
Thanks to what I learned from Monsieur Marat,
Nothing.
I will use the mobile walkway to reach the lower levels.
I forgot this thing
Voila.
existed.
That should have fixed the walkway.
Oh, I have to pull it. Oh, I can't get onto that. I wonder, is it possible? Nah. Can you even get in there? You probably can't even get in there. God. The light attack is so slow. Go up or go down? Let's go up. I think I'm supposed to go down. But what's up? Is up the way back? Yes. I can go up further. Oh wait, going up further doesn't do anything. Oh. Can't seem to go anywhere from here. Nothing else to jump to. Oh well. Further down we go. What's the skill on this weapon? It's counterattack, right. Whoa. Hold on. That's also the camera. So, what's happening there is when I open this menu, it saves the position of this menu, but it keeps resetting because you're moving down, right? That's why it saved the position. After I exited the menu, it brought it back up and then came back down. Because it saved that position, and that's the position when I opened that menu in. That's why the camera was really weird there. That's not the right button. I'm gonna die to some dogs, aren't I? Because I'm using a new weapon that I don't know how to use. I can fight that thing. As long as I know how to counterattack. Yeah. It does no damage. It does 50 damage on a light attack. That's so little. I don't know how much that counterattack did, but heavy attacks did knock it down though. Alright, let's go. Oh no, not that attack. I didn't... Okay. Oh, it does fire damage. Yeah, I got burnt. Ouch. I mean, the burn's nice. But I don't know how much damage that's doing. Oh, this thing doesn't have counterattack. Well, that's gonna be a little weird to use, but we'll see. Hi. Hi. Oh, that still does no damage. That didn't knock you down. That does high stagger damage, mobilization. I think. 38? It feels like it's higher. Oh, because it disrupts enemies' motor functions. Maybe that's why it does high mobilization damage. This weapon also feels weak. Probably because I'm not upping power. Just came in from here. I might go back to the swords because I don't have the stuff upgraded to make these weapons good. Maybe I should try out some other weapons to scale on agility instead. The damage shouldn't even be that much lower. Like my foil and dagger does 88. And this is doing 106. Anything else I can try it on? I want at least one more battle. That's way too far to jump, right? Oh wow. Stay back. Rude. I want to kill him. Okay, well this weapon does very high immobilization damage. Okay, this weapon has good knockdown on a fully charged heavy attack. How does this do no damage though? Oh, because it scales off alchemy. Nemesis Claws is literally the same as my foil and dagger. 1000 cuts though. It's not leveled. I don't have anything else leveled. What else scales on this? Everything else is C scaling. Which probably isn't bad because it might go up. Like my only options is fans or claws. Or this thing. It's gonna not do damage, and I'm probably gonna get fucked. But let's test it out. Where do you want me to go? That way? What about this way?
Monsieur Laclos was the Duc d'Orléans' faithful retainer. He was to prepare the way for his takeover, and now he has become one of the king's most bloodthirsty automats. How ironic.
So what does this counterattack do? Fire and frost. So this just has higher... Oh, this has really high impact and immobilization. And physical damage. Wait, what about my other ones? Deals physical damage. Isn't this just straight up better than Nemesis's one? What about my other counterattacks? I'm kind of curious. Momentarily confusing them. Is that all the counterattacks I have? No. Did I go up this way? I did. Ooh, a fight. I mean, this is okay. The damage is a little bit low because it's unleveled, but it does frost and fire. And fire does continuous damage if I get it procced, which isn't the worst. I need to level it up so I can compare it. I wouldn't mind using this weapon. I don't know, I really like counterattack in this game for some reason. It's pretty lenient and it's quite strong. It feels pretty lenient anyways. I would need a Vestal to test it, to level it. Oh, am I at the boss? Hold on. If I'm at the boss, I better swap. Oh, it's not a boss. Okay. Is there new weapons or items? No. And no. Okay, so let's upgrade this thing then. Because it doesn't cost that much to upgrade. It's still okay. Like, it's level 3 now. Like, sure, it's worse in every stat right now, but...